Hello, you all. Welcome to this new edition of Lectio Musica, the place for great lyrics, great music, and great meaning. My name is Gilles Price. I'm a Franciscan friar from Canada. I love rock music for a long time now, especially hard rock, metal, and prog. Usually once a week, I listen to a new song, make an analysis of the song, and that way we already did 63 songs in a little bit more than 1 year. I love it, and the discussion we have down below in the comment section is fabulous. Now, for the summer, I started a new series called Introducing Liliac. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to do something else for the summer, and for the month of August of 2021, I decided to do 5 videos on Liliac, introducing to the early covers, early originals, the breakthrough. And last week we did introducing to their present covers. One of them was published 1 month ago. Today we enter the world, I think I can say, of one of my most cherished album of 2020. In fact, I did a top 4 of my very best metal and rock album of 2020, and the second position, just behind what I consider to be a masterpiece. The second position of that year was Liliac, Queen of Hearts. And I have to say, Queen of Heart has been, since its release in October, the album that I go back to the most regularly. I don't see anything close, in fact, to be frank, because that's the one album I like to put in the car and to sing along and to quite regularly. And this is the one I introduce to a lot of people. Say, hey, do you know Liliac? And this is what I will do today. Hey, come in my office, come in my living room downstairs. Let's listen to some Liliac. Do you know them? Oh, no, you. This 5-piece band, all siblings, 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and the oldest is 22, and the youngest one is 13. And they play great music, and they have a papa that is a music producer. Since the beginning, everything is tasteful, everything is well recorded. But not only they learned to do music, to make it sound, they make it look great, because they always did videos, homemade videos. They are filmed by their father, and the editing on computer is done by the guitarist himself, Samuel, and all the visuals everything is done by the band. So everything you will see today is pretty much homemade. Of course, they have a little bit of help here and there, but mostly it's all made by this family, not only independent in terms of artistic mindset, but independent in terms of a label. They have no big companies behind them. They only have a little bit of help for booking, and that's it. The whole family is involved. 5 children, now young adults and teenagers, and their parents and close friends and relatives. That's it. They live now in Georgia, and they write great music. Let's begin right now by introducing you to the first song of the album, Queen of Hearts. It's called Nothing, and this is the second single they released. Oh, I didn't put the first. I think We Are the Children, if I'm not mistaken, about a year ago. But anyways, let's listen to that one in 3, 2, 1. All recorded in their small apartment in California during the pandemic. They had to toss the furniture
Times we had, that's where I'll be. I'm left alone, sweet memories. All I hear are silent nights. Why are you shutting me out? I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me. Every time I hear your voice, I lose myself, letting go. When I feel your touch once more, how can I tell if it's only I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Is there something you cannot feel? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me. I'm screaming. Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Was it something I've done to you? We can't go on if you see nothing left in me. Memories will soon fade away.
Ah, ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Can you believe it? Oh my lord. This band is remarkable. Uh, all of this in their small apartment, and outside they couldn't go anywhere, so she's always all by herself outside, and in the apartment, family apartment. It's and the artistic direction of that song, both in terms of audio and visual. You know that their father, being from Transylvania, they got that idea of having their personality as a band related with Transylvania, vampire worlds, legends, and so on. And you will see more and more their clothing being close to that world. And their name, Liliac, means a bat. So, but you know that many vampires movies were done in the 30s, 40s, 30s. And to me, it's this classical old style black and white with the for me it fits so well, and at the same time there's a clash between the old style very classical artistic decisions that they made and the music that is, of course, it's 80s, but at the same time it's very modern 80s or recreation, and Liliac is really a blend of metal and hard rock. They have the melodies, they have the catchy choruses, but they are heavy, sometimes very heavy. That's a heavy song. And but with the voice and everything, I think it's very interesting. Every time I put this is the first song of the album, I immediately have a big smile because I see in my head and in my heart the videos that we just saw. Let's jump to the second one that I chose. It's one of their latest videos. I know another one is about to come out, but this video has been published late in the spring, so maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It's called Mystery. Film in a mysterious place in Georgia, according to the readings I've said. They don't really know who built that place and what is the meaning of it. Mysterious location, a few accessories, a beautiful. They have beautiful costumes more and more, and few devices in the editing, a Prisma style, and also a kind of foggy. And that's it. That's great music, simply. A video done with the means that you have accessible to almost anybody. And I have to say that when you have a lot of creativity, the fact that the financial means are not there, it doesn't mean that you cannot do great things. I think the globally, it takes a lot of dedication, though, from the father. The quality, for me, there's exquisite mixing taste. I have to say to the Liliac that the Liliac band, since the beginning, there is great taste in the mixing of the instrument. Not only the instruments are well captured by, but everything is tasteful. It's very, very tasteful. The tone, the structure of the music, the way that it's presented. Both the covers are very tastefully done, and they're original as well. Kudos to the father here. I know. I would like to know one day, if I have the chance to talk to them. How do they come up with the sound? Probably it's a dialogue between the young artists and the father, and probably the father had more to say at the beginning, and more the input comes from the musicians themselves. It's time to go to the last song of our journey through Liliac. I kept for the final. What is one of the most beloved song, even if it's a very different song from what it sounds more like an 80s ballad. It's called Sail Away. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I know that is for a lot of people their favorite. And I think it gives us an idea of how far, if they have one day fame, money, possibilities to do whatever they want to do, we can see that they are going somewhere. And I think that video shows that very clearly. So let's watch it. Sail Away by Liliac. 3, 2, 1.
Dark time has arrived, we're falling into the night. There's nothing left to see the light. The shadow closed her eyes, discovering deep within.
Completely different.
Follow things we desire, burning with emotional fire. My soul cries out for hope, but it seems you're letting go.
Guitar, acoustic guitar, beautifully recorded.
Into the night, and when you open up your eyes, can we sail away? Catch the falling star and reach beyond the night. There's no light.
5 strings bass guitar.
Some things out of freeze. We're flying with broken
Crane guitar here again.
and now holding on to dreams. I'm stopping from the mistake. Now I'm screaming at the wall for ripping your heart to love. And I feel you letting go. You're holding to the night. And when you open up your eyes, can we sail away? Stop our bleeding hearts and start a brand new life. Can we sail away and cast a falling star and reach beyond the night where there's no light?
They blocked the traffic or what? Nobody on the bridge. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, I want to point out a few things about this video and the journey we have been walking through. First of all, my admiration for the guitarist Samuel is quite high. Every single song that he covers, he has the capacity to be faithful and to add a little bit of something of his personal touch. But his solos, not only the riffs are great, but the solos, they are very distinctive, one from each other. He must work a lot, this guy, because he's able to reinvent himself all the time. I don't know if you noticed, but he's quite physically is very agile, you know. I think as a sideline he does some dance or whatever. It shows really. He has an ability to express himself quite exceptional. And at the same time, when the spot is on him, he is a excellent performer. He's not boring to watch. But at the same time, when it's time to go back in the ranks of the rest of the band, he is there, discreet, doing a great job. The drummer on this one is very nice. She has many dimensions that she can show. See, very nicely done. The piano on this one is very nice. The young man is really growing in front of our, both physically and in terms of music as well. Again, Ethan playing on a beautiful 5 strings with even a small section, lead section that is beautiful. Kudos to Ethan. And there's something, I think, in the persona of Ethan that has to do with the, I don't know if you notice, but with hats. There is something great about him and hats. I don't know if he will pursue on this line anyways. As for again, Melody she shows not only that she's a great powerhouse metal and hard rock singer, but she is able to express a lot of different emotions, and I think that it is a sign of I'd say emotional intelligence. She gets it. But also, I think that as an interpreter, I think she will probably be able to do pretty much everything she wants if she works at it. Her voice has a very good range, and after the gravelly, gritty sound, maybe some people won't like it. I love it personally, and I didn't feel that I missed, and she can sing without it, because if you go in and listen to the early covers, you will hear her voice in Somebody to Love, you will hear her voice without the gravel in it. But my lord, as it is, I find it beautiful. So this is it for our journey. I hope you liked it. As for me, we will continue next week with our we began a year ago a journey through 24 songs chosen by the public of Nightwish's repertoire, and we covered the Taria area already. We had already done 14 songs, both reaction and the analysis of the song. Now we begins Annette's era, and after Floor's era, except the last album, because I already did a full series of videos on the album Human Nature. So beginning next week, September 17, will be a new series of 10 weeks on Nightwish, the era of Annette and Floor. 3 albums, 10 songs. It will be great. Be there. See you next week. Bye-bye.